Moment tenga como minia para que te hey hello 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 hello
Choplo ya limie ye pa ku kwebo Choplo ya limie ye pa ku kwebo Tabla kapae kapa ku taito Tabla kapae
Moment tenga como minia para que te hey hello 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 hello
So good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location where you're watching us from this time. We'd like to say welcome to the Heat Tower here on BKS Television, really on Voice of BKS in Butu Town, Nema County. My name is Junior Payne, and I'm here alongside Shadrach G. Togwe, the change agent. Today, we're going to be in conversation with Representative Tai Wongbe of District 9, Nema County. Our discussion will center around national and local issues on this platform today. We are relay on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Nema County, and a Voice of a radio, Voice of Yahweh Mason is also relaying the show in Yahweh Mason Township. Again, we'd like to say welcome to the show, all of you. We hope to be joined by our comrades and comrades from the USA, those in Canada, and those of you too in Australia. Bobby Wanty, we hope you join us very shortly. But again, let's welcome you to the show, Shadrach. Good evening and welcome to the show this evening, Chief.
Good evening, Junior. And good evening to our people out there listening to us through Radio Land, YouTube, and Facebook.
It's going to be a wonderful show today. We got two different radio stations relaying the show. We got Voice of Tapeta relaying the show. I'd like to say good evening to you, Jacob B. Bantu. Jacob B. Bantu is a journalist at Tapeta or Voice of Tapeta Radio in Tapeta City. We also have Rufus Bob. This is Dolia of a Voice of Yahweh Mason 99.1 FM relaying the show here too this evening. And we also have Voice of BKS also relaying the show from Butu Town, Nema County. Again, folks, we'd like to say welcome to the show here this evening. On the Heat Tower, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. Today we have with us Representative Tai Wongbe. Tai Wongbe is the representative of District 9, Nema County. We're going to go for this break. When we come back, we'll be ushering our guests and all of our panelists in as we kick-start the discussion here this evening. Shadrach, please stay tuned and stay with us. Again, we'd like to say welcome to the show. All of you watching us via Facebook and YouTube, we'd like to say welcome. Michelle T. Vami also watching us from the nation's capital. Odysseus Dekpa is also watching us this evening. We don't know the location, but Odysseus Dekpa is watching the show. Rufus Bob Dolly is also watching the show from the compound of Radio Voice of Yahweh Mason 99.1 FM relaying the show to this evening. We also have Allison Neongwe also watching the show here this evening. Jacob B. Bantu is also relaying the show on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Nema County. Again, folks, would like to say welcome to the show here this evening. Let's bring on. Good evening, CEO. Welcome.
Thank you. We're having a special guest, someone that is a very good brother of mine. I had to jump on here to be on time today to make sure that I don't miss this part. So just imagine I had to leave from work, rush home. You see how it's funny?
I know, but
just to be on the same show, my brother.
The House of Legislature. This is just a fun, right? The House of Legislature in Nema, they got the most handsome and the most ugliest. So the most handsome lawmaker in the entire Nema County is Tai Wongbe. Like it or not. And I think the ugliest person now will be my friend and brother, Koto Kwagu. I'm not saying Koto is that ugly, But I'm saying the ugliest person will be cut off Kwagu. But the funniest is Star Wungwe. If you like it or not, both social,
no,
both
I disagree
educational.
with that. I didn't find out. You not see that picking from district, a Aka's great district. I mean, a young man.
No, I'm saying Nimba.
Oh, you said Nima. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Nimba.
Nima.
Nimba Thai is the funniest, but the rest of the folks, I mean, they are all kekele, man.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we was giving up a tie, you know.
You might be there. Yeah, but
But
in a serious note, I'm excited to be on here. Ty and I have a lot in common, and he's a very, very good brother of mine. Someone very innovative, someone that is a role model in so many ways, and I've learned a lot from him. He and I disagree on some stuff, call me behind the scenes, toughened up, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to be on the same platform with him today. He's one of our supporters. To talk to him and talk about Nimba as a whole, talk about his district and Liberia at large, and the vision that he has for our country, his district, and our county. So I'm excited. It's going to be a really good show.
it's going to be a good show. Ty is already in the back. I mean, the man left bluffing. Benny actually want the man on the show tonight. All the getting I can be watching. I only me the year for tonight, and I'm tired. So if you stop bluffing too much, we're kicking out of the studio. You see, DK always going to the gym to get 6-pack. But he's not getting it. Every day, man, God, you're getting big. But DK, welcome to the show this evening, Chief.
Thank you. So we want to provide a disclaimer on behalf of our institution. The view expressed by Gion on this live is his view, and so it's not all of us here view, and it does not represent the view
So
of the institution.
You're telling me that Town Man is not a handsome man in the House of Legislature in Nima? That's what you trying to say?
The comparison with Tai and who the hell you doing your comparison?
Who you want to compare with Tai? You say Jan Flomo?
The comparison you give me, you see, Shadow and Tai, you feel like.
Shut up and go downplay. Lead out there. Shut up and go downplay.
Yeah, so thank you. I have this little history about Tai and myself I want to give before he comes. When I came to the US, I came here as a student. Upon arrival, I needed a computer to start. I got here on a Saturday, moved on campus in a bus. There's a Chinese bus that took me from New York to Tennessee. And so I got in Tennessee Sunday morning. The next Monday morning, I was to start school. So Taj inboxed me, said, "Where are you? How is everything?" I said, "Taj, I don't want anything for you now. I need a computer to start." Immediately, Taj shipped that computer cost like $600 and change. And so I had to wait at the house. That time I didn't know how to change my address and everything. So I had to wait at the house. Taj would call me. Taj would say, "Hey, you now home, they will bring the thing back. You now home, they will bring the thing back." So I had to wait that entire day. And it was like, I think it's Amazon Prime or something. When I came new, I didn't know any other thing. So they delivered the computer to me. And luckily, this thing one. No, it spoiled during COVID because I was wiping it every time we whole lot of things during COVID. I had those that. So I need my computer by honor. Thank you.
So DK, you came here tonight to appreciate Tai. When I say you want that cat in library, you appreciate me for that because Tai saying you computer, so you appreciate it.
No. Saying that I hear myself for a paro. Saying that I hear myself not correct.
You in position and the men are opposition. So
not correct. So I just want to appreciate him for that. And the next thing was, I think that was in the US when we were having meeting with the Nima community. And to be fair, it's good for somebody to acknowledge. And in our meeting with over 100 plus Nibarian online, Ta acknowledged it by myself and said, "I know I'm from Nima, but the people who know me on this land will be DK and Deba." And so that Deba myself will say, "Oh yeah, even a Ta don't let or any more than what he did." Yeah. Even we are Ta, and I agree again, at least Ta acknowledge us. So welcome, Ta. Ta is
or even Makatasa will say, "Ask I have a question." So
no, yeah, I told you I said, "Yeah, man, not correct." Yeah, not very stable. So yeah, man, not too correct. So welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for the acknowledgement. I thank you. Thanks to Alvin for inviting me. Thanks to the host, Junior. Thanks to Shadrach, DK. You're my brother. And by the way, DK and myself didn't fall off. is because I was running for the 2020 senatorial election. He was supporting somebody else, and he said, we fell off. We fell off. You still my brother, but you're on the other side. And I understand that. And that's politics, right? That's the beautiful thing about politics. And they might also support me during 2020. So you and myself got no issues. We're still good. It's just that, again, we're on different lanes, right? But we still focus on Nimba County. So it's exciting to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you very much, Honorable Todd. Thank you for being here this evening. I mean, you're doing a really great job in your district and also in Liberia. I want to appreciate you for that, and I want to appreciate you for being here tonight. Voice of Tapeta is relaying the show. Voice of Yahweh Mason is also relaying the show, and Voice of Zikepa is also relaying the show, and D9 TV2 is also relaying the show tonight. I would like to say a big shout out to all of you. We have the honorable man here tonight, man. I must admit, for me, I got personal issue with most lawmakers. But then, Ty Wungbe is my favorite. Reason why I like Ty is because Ty is social. When Ty was contesting for the senatorial seat in Nima, most of our artists came to Nima to perform with us. It was a grand show in Ganta. We went to Tapeta and other places. But then the other men in Alali City, too much big people. But again, But artist so big on me recently. But
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, so thoroughly here tonight. It's going to be a fascinating discussion. It's going to be a good show. You all know Ta. He's an intellectual. You know him, and we're going to dive into the issues here tonight, bit by bit. But before we do that, we got to play something from Ty Wungbe. He got a couple of good songs out there, a couple of beautiful ones. But before we do that, let's get to you for a proper introduction. Who is Ty Wungbe? Where he hails from? Your educational background, your family, all of that. Let's hear you, Chief.
Thank you so much for the invitation, and thank you. I don't think I need introduction to the people of Nimba or the people of Liberia anymore. But again, I represent District 9, Nimba County. I hail from Gray, Nimba County. The interesting thing about me, I think that most of people should learn about and people may not know, Junior, is one. I was born in Yekepa. So my father used to be the personnel director at Alamco. So I was born in Yekepa, and then we moved to town. So a lot of times, even my brother Avin can tease me and say, oh, the man who gets big and stuff like that is because I grew up with my mother, who's from Lofa County. And it's been a pleasure and just an honor looking at the both counties, right, Nimba and Lofa. But I was also, I spent a lot of my time in Lofa County, became a refugee in Guinea at an early age, around 10, 11 years old. Also, I was a refugee in Cote d'Ivoire, around 1999, 1996, during the April 6 war. And then I graduated from high school in Cote d'Ivoire. We were all in Danane and stuff like that. So I did get the chance to leave for the U.S. in 1999, February, when I came here, and the struggle started. Last night, I was having conversation with my younger brother, Lincoln Denois. And, he was talking to me about being in Paris, and I said, hey, welcome to the land of opportunities. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times you guys see us and you see some people, even having knows this from the US, people think that the US is just so simple and so easy. But then in these European countries, America, and DK, you know this, you've been in the US now, and to see someone who can be able to leave America, build a business, and then be able to come back home to serve, what it takes, DK. You of all people who you're in the US now, you know what it takes, how difficult it is to climb the corporate ladder, to be, and Ivan knows this very well. So to be back home and serve the people of District 9, I view it as a pleasure and an honor. And this is why every single day, the one thing I ask myself every single day is, how can I make my people's lives better? Because that's the question that's on my heart every single day. After 6 years, the question will be, is your life better after 6 years? Because when I was running, I asked those people, is your life better after 6 years? And their answer was no. And they elected me to correct that wrong. So now I'm in this position. I'll be sharing some details with you tonight about my district, how we inherited my district, where we are, what are the development efforts, and how we think about our district and what we're doing with our district. So we'll share some of those things, real stuff that you will see yourself and you'll understand how we've been working in the district to transform the lives of our people.
Thank you so much. Our guys from D9 TV, they are relaying this show, Voice of Tapeta, also relaying the show, Voice of Yahweh Mesono, 99.1 FM is also relaying the show here this evening. We have of us Representative Taze Wungwe. Ta Wungwe is the representative of District Number 9, Nema County. We'll go for this break. When we come back, then we dive into the discussion here tonight. We probably might be taking some calls, but let's go for this break. When we come back, then we go strictly into the heat hour,
Thank you.
Studio 79.
Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to Popo. Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to Popo. Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to Popo. Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to Popo. We ready, oh, 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 we ready, oh.
If I know you are the body, I go tell my good is a daddy. Your teto bobo, all the opposition nigga loka globo, ne no denu kaka toto. Pape say get love for the people. Gonna go great, then one maga no.
The Papa say I get love for the people, man.
Hey man, you're taking me back. You're taking me back to 2020, 2023. Thank you.
I mean, I love this song. I love the guys who did it. I love the kids. It got very good voice, and the lyrics in the song too is really, really okay. So let's start the discussion from here. Being a businessman transitioning into politics, how does it look like?
Wow, that's a amazing question. Thank you, Junior. Let me appreciate you for that question, because I think you started on a note regarding how I view my district as being a businessman. Mm-hmm. One thing I would tell you is this. I'm passionate about serving. And I will always tell people this, that God called me into this role. I've been called to this role not for me, but to serve. And for me, it's all about how we serve our people, being a servant for the people of District 9 and being servant to the people of Liberia and Nema County. When I look at my district, right, and the good thing you asked about being a businessman and an entrepreneur, my district, I look at my district as a country and not as a district. And let me tell you why. Most people don't even recognize where District 9 is. They can just hear District 9, District 9, District 9. They think District 9 is closer to Ganta or District 9 is around San Nicolas. They don't know that District 9 is the largest district by land size in Nimba County. They don't know that. They don't know that District 9 is one of the most rural districts in Nimba County. They don't know that District 9 comprises of Do, Yahweh Mesno, and Guidoro, which, by the way, Guidoro is a very marginalized community. And I want to say hello to my people in Guidoro because I know that they're listening because it's being relayed. And every time we're doing interviews, we try to relay it so that our people can be able to get the message. A lot of folks don't know about how the district is constructed and how divided we made the district. So our district is a very rural district. Again, over 60-70% of the people living in our district, they are farmers. And when I lost the election in 2020, Junior, one of the first things I did was I said, I'm not going to be like anyone else who will leave after running and just leave the people and forget. I stayed in Nima County. We're making farm there. We're engaging the people and doing development for the people. That for us was the first step. So again, just being consistent with how we interact with people, with how we build relationships with people. That was important for us. Now, looking at our district as an entire country, we decided when I first took over, we decided to do some work around understanding what the people need in our district. And I will share some things with you today. When we took over, we did an assessment across the entire district. The number one thing the people said they wanted was infrastructure. And it will surprise you to know that our people know exactly what they want. John, nobody going to fool our people. They know exactly what they want. They say infrastructure. Infrastructure includes roads, bridges, and buildings. So we'll put that one side. And then we have the next thing they said they wanted education, they wanted agriculture, they wanted health, they wanted all of these different things. But our infrastructure came number one. And let me show you something a little bit about why infrastructure is number one for our district. So if you look here, you will see, for example, a bridge we inherited. Okay, as you can see, this bridge, we inherited this bridge. We inherited this. This is something we inherited. I'm trying to show you why the people said infrastructure is important and why it's true that. Let me show you another bridge received. So sometimes when people say District 9, I like to frame it in a way to say we met a district that was very destroyed, divided, underdeveloped, underrepresented, and a very rural district. So how can we now build that district with limited resources, right? And the government doesn't have money. And coming here as a businessman, what can I do to really shift and make my people's life better? The first thing first is so we have to do two things, right? We have to do some of the things that will be long-term, more sustainable, and we have to do the short-term. So we say, for example, we always say in Liberia, Junior, we say things like, dry meat sweet, but what will be eaten before the meat dry? Yeah. So yeah, you want to build big roads, but the people want something right now. So for us, one of the things we're doing instantly is to make sure we do things that will captivate our people and to support our people. So this is why last year we started to look at how we can put all of this together into a plan. And we have a very comprehensive plan that we can share with you in terms of our district. And we're going by that plan. So sometimes some people will come and say things like, we'll say things like, we don't see this done. We don't see these things done. Okay, but we are doing these things when it comes to our plan. So when you say transitioning from business to politics, that side is still within me in terms of being very structured and methodical in how I approach the district development. But also being able, you talk about social, that is always a side of me, social relationship. This is one of the things you will hear in the district a lot. Tawangwe knows relationship. Tawangwe knows relationship is because of the way how I relate to people and the way how they've related to me and accepted me. And we've worked together over the last couple of years to try to bring the district to some degree of development. So when you said transitioning, again, it's been a difficult process to transition. I will not even lie to you because, again, my mindset is how can we do things sustainable? And sometimes people, my advisors and my team will always remind me and say, Chief, I know you want to do all the thing here for our people. I know you want to do the one, but the people want the one right now. Let's do the one here. Okay. So you hear some of that, especially, for example, the agriculture push, where we're about to bring rice mill that can produce upward of 10 to 20 tons per day rice mill in the district. Okay, we're working on that to produce rice in District 9, working on that. Then we'll work with our small farmers, the smallholder farmers, to plant those rice so we can buy those rice from them and be able to process those rice. So those are some of the things we're working on from a more sustainable standpoint. We'll talk about some of the projects we're working on, like the Volley School building, the Mela Clinic, the Gawi guest house, and some other projects we're touching on, but we go based on our plan. So I can't leave that side and just keep doing, now I'm a politician, I need to work as a politician. I still need to have those core values and those characteristics of a businessman and bring that sort of like thought process into this space.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was a splendid explanation. Now, I'm taking you back to this issue of infrastructure. You constructed a market building recently, and that market building caused controversy on the internet that it didn't represent Utah one way and all of that. How fortunate is that market right now, and what led to that market being built?
Thank you for the question. And I know that people sometimes want to dwell on this, and let's talk about this. Now, this market store was built in a village that has less than 100 people, Junior. Village. This is why I said some people don't know about, the district. In a village, less than 100 people. When rainy season comes, that place gets stuck. It used to be a place where when you go into Tapeta, right before you enter Gray, right? Cars will get stuck there. I don't know if you remember back in the day or you've been around there, right? So the Omane used to be selling under the tree. And they asked me, and they said, could you please build something for us who are not standing under the sun? And we did that for them. And let me tell you something, Junior. I'm very proud of the fact that we did something like that. People can stop there right now and buy produce from the people. And sometimes they can be making fun, but guess what? They're still stopping there. That's the matter. That's the fact of the matter, right? The women were empowered. We didn't stop there by building that. We also gave the women $50,000 Liberian dollars to really get them going with their goods. So sometimes some of them would bring things from the farm. They come to sell that. They'll bring their little kinju, the billboard, their stuff. They come to sell that. Dry season, you receive harvest time. A lot of things will be sold there. Because again, that is exactly what they wanted, right? You give people what they want. You give the development based on what they want. Now, but let's look at Zikepa market building that I'm completing. That is a market building that is huge. It's Zikepa. Zikepa has over maybe 2,000, 3,000 people that's living there. You can't compare Zikepa to that, right? Look at the building we're building in Volley. I will show you something strangely that will interest you a lot, because I want to show you data points. I don't just want to give you something for you to say, oh, the lawmaker said this and the lawmaker said that. This is a school building. They left us. This is a school building. They left us. Okay. Right now, we've built a 6th classroom that we're building, we're completing. Okay. So again, just before becoming a representative, I had done a town hall in Zwoto, a chiefdom hall in Zwoto. This is before becoming a rep. I also did the town hall in Zia, Old Town. If you go there, you see it today. The town hall used to be there since Todman time, completely destroyed. We rebuilt that. And the people are so thankful to us for that, right? So people focus on this one building for 100 people or less in the village. But look at what we're doing in Mela for the clinic we're building that are going to be serving over 10,000 people in Mesno. What we're doing there. Look at the construction, the renovation of the Zwatan clinic that we did. That's completed, by the way. It's completely done. Okay. We have an agenda that we're focused on, and our agenda is about how we can be able to transform the lives of our people and make people's life better. So yes, while it's true that Taiwan will get criticism, but I don't think people knew what the district was, where that project was, what the activity was, the economic factors, how many people in the village. And I blame myself for not giving the context for those things. But at the end of the day, the people were happy with what they received because it represented true right sizing when it comes to development. You can't go in a village with less than 100 people and build some big thing when you have Zikepa Market building there. We're about to do Zongen Clinic next year. We have Zongen Clinic on the list. We got Kwending Town Hall building on the list. We have a Wonto school building. Wonto is in Bidoro school building on the list. We have Dobblestown Town Hall on the list. We have 15 infrastructure projects we have to complete in big towns. And those distances are very far. And you ask anybody who's gone to Tiastan, I don't know if anybody on this call has been to Tiastan. I just went to Tiastan a few months ago. I had to ride the boat to get there, the Kino to get there. And the people are so happy because this is the first time any sitting lawmaker has ever visited them, right? We push and push and push to help clinic being open in Tiastan, and also we're about to give them a bike so that they can be able to support pregnant women when there are issues happening in Tiastan. That is a community that needs help. So these are the things we're doing. We're very focused on our plan. And let me add something before we wrap up on infrastructure. When I took over, we had only 3 networks in our district with internet. Okay, we had about maybe 9 towers in our district. Now, I've been behind Orange, advocating that now we have 7 towns, new towns with internet access. New towns, by the way. And you know what I'm talking about when you go to some of these places, you really want to communicate how these young people will be able to be exposed, to learn, right? How would that happen? We had to push for that. We met a very broken district, Junior, and we have to be able to go along with that plan. For example, I just got off the phone with my brother Edmond Bawi, who is my administrative assistant. And, I was telling him, I'm pushing to get a tower in Wonto, or Orange Tower in Wonto. This place is near and dear to because this is a place that children get up to 10 years without going to school. They want us so bad. We tried to put a school in legislative project last year. It didn't work. The people themselves decided to go about using some of the cement we provided them to build a school. And we still have plans to build a bigger school for them. My point I'm making to you is this entire District 9 is a very, very large district, very complicated district that is divided on 3 areas in terms of tribal ethnicity: the Ma, the Dan, the Bidoro people.
Thank you, Honorable. I mean, I just wanted the guys to leave the entire conversation with you and I today, but all the panelists are here, so I gotta give you a chance to ask you a question, But before we go to the rest of the folks, I want to ask you this: in 2024, did you receive your district development fund? If yes, how was it spent?
So thank you very much. Yes, they brought it after we had the so it can be during the time of the impasse at the legislature, so they did half. And what we did was, let me step back a little bit. We focused on the infrastructure part and the empowerment part in the district. So for example, right now, what we're doing is trying to get some yellow machines, because we can't be renting yellow machines, Junior. I'm sorry, but we can't do that. This is why when last year, and asked the superintendent this, there was money in the social development fund. Okay, I wrote the superintendent and said, this money that's there, we're trying to build conventional compounds and these things. Let's put that money behind yellow machine, so District 9 can have its own public work ministry, if you will. And that can be something sustainable that I can leave behind. So these are things we're working on when it comes to the funds. We are putting our money behind what will make the district have something when Taha Wongbe is not there. So yellow machine is one of those things. This is why by the dry season, we're going to be spending some money on the road, hiring yellow machines. However, we also put some of that money behind putting money aside for our own yellow machine. That's exactly what we're doing. You cannot build roads. By the way, you know this, Junior. When was the last time public work came to Buyao to say the grading road? Please tell me. Tell me when was the last time public work went to build a village, how you call it, farm to market road? Please tell me.
Not to my knowledge, Chief.
This is exactly the problem. We need our own yellow machines in these communities so our people can be served directly. I can't say I want to make things sustainable, make my people life better, and then you get money for development, you go through a jet behind, some on a small project, and no. We want something sustainable. So the yellow machine, we've contacted yellow machine vendors. We're working with them to get our own yellow machine in our district. That's exactly what we're focused on.
Thank you so much. We'd like to recognize Christopher Fan. He's watching from a radio Seclepi in Seclepi City, Nima County. The voice of Yahweh Messon is relaying the show here tonight. Voice of Tapetatu is also relaying the show. I'd like to say thank you to you guys. Let's turn over to you, CEO. You have your friend and brother here, Tawun Wea, man. Two of you from the corporate background, fighting in Labrador too, but you got to tell him, man, thank you, man.
Speaking of the corporate background, I'm here to ask him, being from the corporate background, not to even mention someone that established businesses and run business, to leave from the United States with everything he had to go to Liberia and start to serve. That's huge. I tell people a lot, if someone like that is doing it as a sacrifice. And then when we hear too, we have different mindset. But we put plans together, we say, when I go there, I want to make these changes. I want this to happen. We write everything down on our blueprint. My question to my brother is, has your expectation been met? Have you been disappointed in any way, shape, or form?
Man,
the vision that you have for Nimba and Liberia, do they still stay the same? Would you encourage other people to do the same thing that you did? It's a huge sacrifice.
I beg you, before you answer that question, see what prompted you to ask this question. I beg you. Something went to me.
He knows why I asked the question, so let me
address that question. Let me tell you this, and ask most of the folks around me. They will tell you this. My team around me, they'll tell you this, that last year I nearly got to a point where I wanted to leave this job because I felt like I could serve the people way better by not, being in the house, to be very honest with you. And let me tell you why. You see, when you become a rep, people look at every single thing from a political landscape, right? Oh, Tawun didn't do this. Tawun did this. Tawun didn't do this. Tawun did this, right? And then people make, and I will be very honest and blunt on this interview, right? Some of my brothers will come and say things like, "Oh my man, soon you go to the house, my man, you'll get 30,000 straight in relocation benefit." Let me tell you a funny story. We went to the house. We were having a meeting, an orientation meeting, and then the chief clerk got up. She said, "I hear a lot of new lawmakers asking us about the relocation benefit. The relocation benefit. She said, when you come to the House of Representatives, we got the envelope here we can give you. The envelope here, like all your relocation thing inside whatsoever. No money in this thing. So, I went to my boy, I said, boy, what's him? My brother, what's him? Yeah, no. I said, my brother, what's up? You're the one put all these expectations. People have these expectations outside that lawmakers get this, lawmakers get these benefits, right? And you get in there, there's no development fund that comes directly to the lawmaker to say you're doing this, to do that. And sometimes people want to do things, development, that's not in line with what the people actually want. The people don't want a commissioner compound. The people want roads, bridges. So yes, the politics can get very difficult, right? And then everyone's looking at you. Last year I took a time to fast and pray, straight to your point. And then I realized I was doing something wrong. And this is back to Junior's point. Junior, and you asked this question, I'm going to tie it together now. I was at the verge. I said, But let people take their job. I will go. I have my company. I have my businesses. I run. I make my money and enjoy my life. I will still do what I got to do for my people. Then I realized something, and God, being good, God spoke to me, and that you are there to serve. And there's a reason why he placed me in this position. So I had to realize that and say, let me take a step back and know that there is no money in the House of Representatives, zero for development, right? No money for development, zero there for development. If there is no money, you being a businessman, how will you create money? So then I started now reaching out to friends of mine, supporters, so to create money, to get some funds, to get it going. So I have to start to put my business mindset into play to get there. And I feel right now, Arvin, I'm in a very good place where I'm on the floor. I'm not, and I have to remove myself from politics, the political discussions a little bit, and shift myself not to talk about politics, but to focus on, to focus on impact work. So you notice I'm very much so, I don't talk about national issues. I don't discuss it too much. I'm focused on the district affairs, the development plans we have. I have meetings here in New York with a bunch of investors, bunch of people who want to give support, bunch of people who want to see development in a very close ecosystem like District 9 and say, we want to see rice mill over there. We want for more women to be in power over there. We want to see clinics there. We want to see this there. So I'm bringing together all of these philanthropists, all of these social investors, friends of mine that have been in the space for a long time. I will send this information to you. I'm leveraging now. I'm using now my network, my skill sets to see how I can drive change in District 9. And I will tell you this right now. If I had to do it again, I'll do it all over again. And yes, I do encourage people who have heart for service to definitely get involved. If you don't have heart for service, you come in here for money, there is no money to be made in the House of Representatives. Let's be clear on that. There is no money to be made in the House of Representatives. You're there to serve, to provide for the people, to solve their problems. And yes, you will see hundreds of people sometimes at your house, especially when you visit your house in the district, you see them there. People want to touch you, want to feel you. Yes, it's a privilege to serve. And if I had to do it over, I'll do it over again. I think very important.
Good. I got one last question here before I turn it over to you guys. You remember my son wear a suit, a necktie, everything ready for you to do.
I see the man got his red suit, got red tie on, the suit shining, the man got haircut and everything.
Everything they went to me and said, yeah, I'm waiting for Red. I'm my favorite rep. I'm waiting for him today. But on a serious note, though, so everything being said, great service. Again, I thank you for your service and everyone else who's serving our people. So in the long term, what after all the sacrifices that you've made and everything that you're making with your business experience and everything that you're doing over there, what do you want your legacy to be after all is said and done? When you leave in District 9 and you go on to do big and better things, what do you want your people to remember you for? What when they go to District 9 and say, yeah, Ty served here X amount of time, this is what he did. This is Ty.
Thank you. The first thing first is I've shaped my mindset in a way that I have some elders. Let me go back. I have some elders at my house a few weeks ago. Just hearing them, getting advice from them. What am I doing right? What I'm not doing right? I always do that with my team, with my people. And let me tell you, the first thing they started with, Ty, please start telling people you're not running again. That's the first thing they started with. They said, because we've been around, we've been seeing representatives. We're not saying you're perfect. You got a long way to go. You got some challenges. But we see what you are doing. We can feel what you are doing. We can touch some of the things you are doing. Our women can say, we're going to Tapley. We're going to on Sundays, they go do their thing. They get their money to go divide money. There's no time in our history, of District 9, where you see women getting about $2 million, Liberian dollars, in the first year we sat in office. In the first year we sat in office. And then when we went to go ask them what they did with the money, in Dole, for example, they moved the money from 500,000 to over 1.5 million. Okay? These women, mainland alone, took the money from 50,000 to over 240,000, putting it in the pocket and doing businesses with it. That's direct impact. The infrastructure thing we're talking about, right? These development and things we're talking about, these are things we need to do, and the government doesn't have money. The government doesn't have any resources. People say the budget. People saying the budget. You know what the fight I'm about to take these few days when we get back is to look in the budget. That's the fight I'm about to take. Because you, Junior, and all of you guys, none of you know how much money coming into Buyao for education. They lump everything up into one part and say, oh, education budget is $27 million. But how much coming to Buyao? How much is coming to Guidoro? We don't know that. We have no idea. And we keep pushing and pushing, and the system doesn't change. We don't know this. So my legacy for me will be the infrastructure projects we're doing. At the least, what the people said they want, the roads, the bridges, the buildings, those will be the core. Second, education. Last year we did, and by the way, education, people will not see it a lot because you can't put your hand on education, right? But for example, right now we have 2 teachers that are fellows, college graduates, by the way, that are serving in our school system, in the high school, in both Zikepa and Gray High School, those 2 high schools that are in our district. We signed a MOU with Teach for Liberia to help to train our teachers. We're working on foundational learning. So our children, then in 5 years, you will see some of them learning faster, reading faster, numeracy skill sets, math and English. But guess what? You can see that one. So people will say, well, man, and did, right? People don't see that. But when you do a building, people will see it, right? So the legacy there will be, have we delivered so much and made our people's life better? For me, that would be the testament of it. And this November, we're taking a group of journalists. Obviously, BKS TV will be part of that. And across our district, we're taking a group of journalists to see for themselves what the district looks like. And yes, Junior, you'll be on that road with me. Y'all be on that road with me. Y'all will suffer. Y'all will go to the rural area. Y'all will see how we can suffer to get to those distances. And then you will come back and report on how the district is and what we go through, the suffering we go through. You report on that. We're going to do that this November.
Thank you. Thank you so much again, folks. If you're watching us via Facebook and YouTube, you're listening to the Heat Tower here on BKS Television. On the Heat Tower, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. Today, we are really on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Voice of Yahweh Maison, and also Voice of BKS in Muto Town, Nema County. We have with us Representative Ta Wungwe, the most handsome lawmaker in the House of Legislature. The guy is here tonight, man. I mean, it's a fascinating discussion. Invite somebody to listen alongside you tonight on the Heat Tower. Shadrach Tobe, over to you. Your 2 questions to the honorable before we go to the rest of the panelists. Well, let's welcome the Mayor Prentice Doma. Prentice, what's Mayor also? I know you want to ask the Mayor question. We also have Bobby back here too as well.
No,
Bobby,
it's so
Let's hear you, Shadrach.
Thank you, Junior. And thanks to the honorable man for the explanation. Thanks for your ambition for development in your district. I admire that. So I have some concerns regarding your ambition.
Hello?
The main concern left. I know. You got so many concerns.
Hello?
Yeah,
welcome back, Shadrach.
Yeah. So You talk about construction of schools, healthcare. I read an article about you from Africa. It was published March 4, 2025. You underlined about 16 major projects in your district, including schools, healthcare, and whatsoever. I want to know, with your ambition building, identifying other schools in your district, which is a good project and also initiative. Because educational system in our country, more often people build school for themselves and they expect government to come in to take over the project. At the end of the day, that school cannot conform with education system or it cannot be in their plan. You as a representative of the district, I understand you want to develop for your people. Are you working in line with education ministry to identify a particular place, ideal area, so that you cannot build a school in an area where people don't attend or there will be no teachers in that classroom, but people expect government to intervene and the government get different plan of that district? Are you working in line with education ministry in terms of identifying school in that district or any project in terms of healthcare and education?
Yes, so let's talk about this. Since I got elected, there are 3 major ministries ministers I've visited. Not that the other ones are not important, but 4 actually. These ones are the most important, right? So one is the Minister of Agriculture. Last year he visited the district. He saw the district. He visited Blina and he visited Guidoro. He saw the vast land we have, the forest we have, and he said, listen, I see what you guys have. I want to do something here. Today, I'm happy to say that we do have a major project in Blina, and then something's also coming to Guidoro, because again, we are lobbying. That's Minister of Agriculture. 2, Minister of Education. I've visited her twice, and my focus has been on how can we shift, the education system in the district, especially 1, building some schools. And I'll come to that. I know you talk about building schools. And then 2, what can we do to improve quality? Not just about access. Quality for us is important, right? And so I was in Rwanda a few months ago, actually about 6 weeks ago. And someone, I was there with the education minister and a few other people, seeing what the people have done with their country in no time. I started to poke around. Quality is important, and somebody reminded us how most of our people fail the WIAC exam, right? So quality is important. So what we are doing is to figure out, I met with the Minister of Education to figure out how we can, 1, get our volunteer teachers on the payroll, improve quality of learning, and improve access to schools. The school building I show you and that we're building, that is already a school building that existed, but it's completely down. As you saw it, you saw the school they left us, right? So these same teachers that are teaching right now in that building will be moved to that, and that's why we did the partnership with Teach for Liberia for training and all of these different things, right? So again, teacher training. I will talk to you about something. Edmund Bawi can also explain to you guys a little bit about what we are doing around education. We have a team here in the US, team of educational experts. We have them in one chat room, okay? We have it called the D9 Education Committee. And what they are doing is they're looking at the curriculum for us. We are putting together the first D9 Education Forum to bring all of our principals together, our teachers together, and not all of the teachers, but some teachers together, the school leadership, and to figure out what are their needs. So yes, we're working with the education ministry. The other place I spoke about is health. The CHO, the Chief Health Officer for Nima County, he's been to Mela Clinic a few times. We want to build a maternal health center for mothers in our district, because we know a lot of women go into childbirth and sometimes they die. and they don't have the need. So we want to build something there. So he is also someone who we consult with. He will tell you. He was just in Zikipa last year when we did this thing where we sponsor, and I reached out to him so that he can be there for the help kick out and minimize epilepsy program that Edmund Bagui and his team they're running in the district. So we're directly in contact with these people. The last minister I met with is the Minister for Public Works and the deputy as well to lobby. So anything we're doing, we are doing it in consultation with these ministers. So I hope I answer your question, because we're not building these things for us. For example, Wonto School building is being built in consultation and the acknowledgement of the Ministry of Education to bring access, but also quality for us is so important. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you. My question mainly was in consultation with Education Ministry, saying you are doing a lot with them, fine. So my second question has to do with your venturing into purchasing yellow machine. I have no concern also as well. Neymar as a county that has the budget, county purchased yellow machine before, and somehow they couldn't maintain the yellow machine and scrap it a few years back or a year back. Now the government of Liberia has already procured already in process, procure 285 pieces of yellow machine for the country, which will be distributed according to country size. I know land that Nema had a two set of that machine in Nema. Now, you as a district representative venturing into buying yellow machine for your district, what capacity do you have as a district to maintain yellow machine that the county that has the money will not maintain for the past years?
Good question. Shaya, good question. And I like the fact that you asked that question. The government has not procured this machine yet. Let's be clear about it. We're in year 2 now. This is second year. Let's be clear. We have only 4 years left. I don't even see 4 years left. I see we only have 2.5 years left in office, because the last year will be all about campaigning. Nobody will be paying attention. We know this. By 2026, 2027, 2028, we're not talking about anything. We'll be talking about election. And we're in year 2. We have not seen yellow machine. They went to China. Now the president said he wants Caterpillar. So there will be a lot of different changes in terms of what we expect. However, we cannot wait, Shadrach, and say, let the yellow machine come, then before we bring development to our people. Yes, our strategy for maintaining the yellow machine. When the yellow machine came for Nimba, what they did was they went ahead to create their own public works. For us, we don't believe that is the best route to go. We believe we can be able to get a construction company or engineering company that will be in Nimba County, that we can engage on a contract basis to manage our road construction and manage those machines. And in so doing, we will raise funds to be able to give them that money every single year to do certain stretch of roads. For example, right now in this, I'm talking to my brother Musa Belete and 2 other people. We're going to be having yellow machines through this Menla to Zikipa corridor by this dry season, and from Zwole all the way to Glonda, going towards all the way to Zwata. We have to clear those roads, and then you have from the main road going all the way to Zwata. We have to clear those roads. Then to Nuopie as well. Behind that to Nuopie. We can't sit and let another dry season pass us, and then we're saying, yeah, we're waiting. We can't do that, Shadrach. The people will not listen to excuses. When I went the other time to the town, I was talking to one of the Oma in Gawi. The Oma got up. Oma said, "We put you there so you can make our life better. That's why we didn't put the other people in there. We put you there. Our market building, our roads." She didn't care that the House of Representatives been in chaos for 7 months. She won't know. The people don't want excuses. I can't come in 2026, 2027, 2028 and tell people say, oh, I'm waiting for yellow machine to come. No, Shadrach. That's not, you can't, no excuses. We need to deliver for our people. It's a matter of urgency. We deliver. That's why you see me, I'm consistently reaching out to people, consistently reaching out to people. And we have a plan we're going with. It's not easy, it's difficult. But because Nima had yellow machines, it failed. And then you say, oh, it's not a good idea for a district to have yellow machine. I disagree with that. Completely. I disagree with that. I believe
no,
that.
No. I'm sorry, sir.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying you. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying my mental space, not you per se. I'm talking about my mental space can say, no, Ty, you can't wait. It's an urgent. The Oman, can you believe the Oman he said to me, we put you there because XYZ, the Oman from Yonkiai. Ask the people that were there. You know, again, they know we have a lot of projects that we're working on. They see the projects we're working on. They know the projects we're working on. However, for them, they want it now. And we cannot wait. So, Shadrach, you're right. Nima had the most, an unfortunate situation, but we do need to still deliver for our people. We need to try another strategy and figure out how to make it work. I hope I've answered that question.
Anyway, I will go to other panelists, but my particular question was your capacity for sustainability. Another is a bad idea.
Yes.
Yes.
And let me touch that small, Shadrach. That is also very sustainable because guess what happens? Let me share with you. That yellow machine that'll be in that district, somebody will want to clear the farm. They will pay small money to the people. They clear the farm. That money being generated for sustainability purposes. And we're not getting involved. The management team will be there to do the work. Yes, you're right. But we have to try something, Shadrach. Our people have suffered for years. They want to see different things happening. And we will do those things. That's my promise to my people. That's the campaign promise I made to make their life better. And in this term, we have to do it. And because I'm pushing myself and the team is pushing me, the people of District 9, they are pushing me. So I hope I've answered that.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Over to you, DK. 2 questions from you. We'll go to Shadrach. From Shadrach, we'll go to Prentice.
So thank you. Gian, you had to reduce the question to 1. We had a lot of things lined up for time to answer, and I think we are behind time. If only time
get plenty of things to talk about.
Yeah, I get plenty of things to talk. So let's reduce it to 1 so we can get to all the topic. For me, I will not get questions, but you are showing me stuff on your phone, right? So are you following BKS TV?
I am following BKS TV.
Okay, so let's go to your phone. I want us to do it quick. On your phone, bring out your phone. Your phone can plan. So when you go to your phone, they get placed there. You get a lot of followers. Just go to that place, invite at least 1,000 of your followers to follow our program. That's
Avi and myself discussion. We discuss it.
You see that? I say you myself. You see
Avi and myself discussion there.
So thank you. We're doing our marketing.
I know. And this is why I shared even the link on the page. I shared this on the page as well. And again, this is why I agreed to this conversation because I know the importance of what you guys are doing. I like the platform. I like the fact that you guys are holding people accountable. I like this. And guess what? It's not a place where people come in and you hear a lot of noise. So I definitely I respect this space, and this a space that I would definitely promote.
Thank you. And thank you. Lastly again, you're coming here. A lot of radio stations relay our program. How you think you can do this for us moving forward? Not only when you're appearing. I think I'm here for marketing. I'm here for marketing before I leave.
We'll talk about that with Avi myself.
So thank you, Ta. I really appreciate it. I know we are going to national politics here when we bring our guests. Avi and myself can really step back at least so the guys can lead lead the show. We will bring all our panelists for post analysis. But to national politics, what?
I don't ask my no question about the district. You won't go to
I step back. Go ahead. I step back.
Why you want to treat us as that?
DJ step back.
DJ, why?
He said, Ty is here tonight. You know, Ty on break, so we're not expecting Ty to be doing any work. Ty will be with us until the break of dawn. But let's get to you, Siawete.
But Doma should not ask. Doma will be conflict of interest.
Listen, Doma is here to ask questions.
Why should he ask?
Ty, you want for Doma to ask you?
I want for anyone to ask me any question.
Conflict of interest. I see conflict of interest. You can doing it all you want to do it all year with Doma.
But hold on. I didn't bring printers here. You guys brought printers here.
Let me go ahead before Doma.
Let me just say this. Since the by-election, I haven't seen Ty yet, so I have to ask him today.
Hold on, Gio, see, I want to leave. Ty, one of the things I know is
why you leave, right?
Ty, you have done two electoral analysis that failed. One was the 2023 runoff elections. You made a video and said because of low turnout, Unity Party was going to lose the election because the people in the Southeast, there were no much.
I beg you.
Talking.
No, please.
We are not getting to the national.
Okay, Ali, I see you.
DK, we on time.
DK, why are you jumping the gun?
DK, don't jump over the show. See how it let's hear you.
We come to the 10 inconvenient to and all.
Yeah, we still in Nima County. You know,
I told my brother Avin that I have some meetings to attend. So and you know, so please let's stick with it. But DK, ask a question.
Yeah, get a short time in the bag. Let them go ahead.
Okay, so what we do since target meeting to attend, gentlemen, let's make the question one for Nima. We can go to Asilo Mental team. We can do it all over in Nima, but the national discussion will go there after Nima County. So you can ask your two questions in that range, and after that we go to the national discussion. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Wongbe.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here on this platform. I listen to you. I mean, thanks for the work you do for the people at District 9. I listen to you with the issue of, I got two questions, one education and one in health.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to you about the improvement of quality education in your district. If I may be right, I think you are from Gray.
Yes.
And the Vami Memorial Public School, then it was high school owner representative Johnson Pueblo. Currently, the school now is semi-high school. What do you think is the current problem when you have the issue of improving quality education?
And your second question, the health?
Yeah, I listened to you. You also spoke about holding our leaders accountable to, what they say. Most time during campaign, there are a lot of promises made during campaign. I want to know some of your campaign promises to the people of district number 9. To be specific, Zion Gang, you promised the people of Zion Gang clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know, and you said that clinic will be completed before the election. I want to know the status of the clinic.
Thank you. So the Vamin High School is a peculiar situation because when we took over, it was a high school, and during that time, there were some challenges even before we took over. And the last time I was in Gray, I spoke to the commissioner, and they brought the concerns to me in terms of the school, the quality of the school going down. When you talk about quality of the school going down, and you think about it, you start to look at what is wrong with the system and what's going on with the leadership. And many people were talking about leadership, and other people were talking about concerns about allocations and stuff like that. So what we're doing right now, as I mentioned to you, we're working to figure out, to bring all of the leaders of the schools together, especially public schools together. That will be done in October. To understand some of the challenges we're having in our schools, not only in Vamin, but other schools, and then trying to rectify it, and then working with the Ministry of Education to go back to them and say, these are the issues with the schools, right? So we're doing that. Now, some people have said, oh, the school needs another principal, or the school needs another this, the school needs these things. We are working with the school and we're working with the Ministry of Education. We cannot take decisions. So I want to let you know this, right? As a lawmaker, some of these things I'm doing is because the House of Representatives, if you look at our duty, what we're responsible for, is not to build school or to make improvement, but in the context of us, that's what the people want. That's what the people voted for. They want to see things done. So we're working on doing that. So from an education standpoint, we're doing a lot of work to bring people together. This is what I told you about Teach for Liberia, the training program for our teachers. We're talking about that. We're talking about foundational learning. We also, TVET, vocational training, is one of the things we're focusing on, and digitalization. So even today, if you talk to what's his name, Edmund, he will tell you that even today we receive quotation from our vendor to bring Starlinks to some of those schools so we can have internet access to the schools to improve learning outcomes. So we're doing all of these different things. Now, let's come to health. We cannot also be able to do every single project, all year round, right? We have 6 projects this year we're focused on. This year. Next year, we have another 5 to 6. The following year, we'll have 5 to 6. That's how we've broken down our plan for our district. Everything cannot be done one. And this is exactly why I said that a lot of time we have a situation where we see unfinished projects from previous administrations. Because when you start spreading yourself thin, 15 projects, about 16 projects we have, spreading ourselves thin, resources everywhere, and then you chip in the small, you can't go anywhere. But at least in 1 year, you finish maybe 3 to 5. The next year, you finish another 3 to 5, you go somewhere. That's our approach, and that's how we've taken it. Even we are communicating, and you'll see this coming out in the next couple of weeks. We are communicating to all our towns, all our 78 towns in the district of District 9, all of the town chiefs. We are communicating with them what our plans will be for 2025 to 2026 in terms of projects. These are the things we're working on, right? So our plan is to make sure we do small until we get this whole thing done. The district been like this for over 12 years, 18 years. See how it is? It's been like this. There's been no clinic in Ziongen. We're going to do those. We're going to do the clinic. We gave them the first 30 bags of cement. Let me give you context. First 30 bags of cement. Guess what happened? See how it did? It went bad. It turned to rock. 30 bags of cement turned to rock. Second thing, they could not come to a decision as to where the actual building should be. Last year, we were behind them. I went to Ziongen 4 times last year, and 2 times we had meetings with them. Where is this school? Where is this clinic? Where you want to put the clinic? Because I'm not sure you know about Ziongen, but Ziongen has this thing where they got one side and they got the other side. Even the town hall, they had to put the town hall in the middle. Because one side said we want it on the other side, the other side said we want it on the other side. They had to fight until they finally got to this point where they agreed. the agreement of where the town, the clinic should go took a very long time. These are things we're dealing with. So we put their project to 2026, 2027, and that's when we're going to complete that clinic as well. So again, all of these development is not on us. Even I just wrote a letter to the commissioner in Gray. Ask him, the maternal waiting home there. I wrote him, since we've been asking them, get your own engineer, get your own engineer. It took them very long time to do that because we didn't want to be the one taking the responsibility to find an engineer for the extension of the maternal waiting home in Gray. So we are dealing with these things, right? So we have community challenges. Let me give you another example. But you never asked this, but let me give you another example. We started to do some of the bridges between Menla and Zikepa. To work with the community when we gave contracts to do some wooden bridges. Somebody will kind of say, yeah, I got power saw. We give them the contract, they disappear. Ask my team, we have to be dealing with these situations. These are things we're dealing with, and these things store development. But guess what? The people will not ask us for, the man saw this, so that what? No. At the end of the day, they want to see things done. So yes, we have some community challenges we're working through. Zongen Clinic was pushed from between 2026, it will get started, 2027 year, get completed. That's what we're working on. We cannot do everything in 1 year. We'll never tell the people, we don't lie to our people. That's one of the things I don't do to my people. I tell them the truth. Even if it hurts, we'll tell them the truth. At least they will say, they didn't lie to us. And that's the promise we have made to people to make their life better. So those are the things we're doing.
Thank you. Over to you, Prentice. Your 2 questions in one. When we go to national issues, I beg you, we're going to ask one question each, then we'll let the honorable man to go. He's drinking too much water.
I have a hard stop at
Okay, thank you.
9:30. I just want to let you know.
I know he like being called honorable, so
I have a hard stop at
9:30.
I have a hard stop at 9:30. I just want to let everybody know I have a hard stop at 9:30, which is 5:30 a.m. my time. And so, and Prentice, and I enter against you. Okay, I beg you.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll be very, very short with my question. So what is
Please, you have to be short because I want to ask my question too.
Yeah. So what is informing decision regarding the projects you're taking across the district?
Thank you. When we took over, we did a survey and went to about 60 towns. We asked people what they would like to see, what they want to see, what they want, and we took all of that and we put that into a plan. And that's how we started to build things up. For example, you talk about the Volley School building that is there, is not working. Well, you got a high school in Gray, that's a good building, but the quality of the education has declined. So we need to step it up. So we're putting more focus on quality on that end. Whereas in Volley, we're putting more around access to education. When you go to Menla, the one thing the Messina people will tell you, well, actually, not one thing, but a few things they will tell you, will be the roads, the bridges, the Messiah Bridge right there before Menla, the open sea bridges. They will tell you about that, and they will tell you about the clinic, because that clinic serves all of Messina and beyond. They will tell you about that. So again, if you go to Blina, they'll ask you for something else. If you go to Zenla, they'll ask you for something else. If you go to Bidoro, they'll ask you for something else. The door people will say the road condition from Zia all the way to Capeta, from Zia to Peletuo and beyond there. So these are the ways we've gotten all of the data to create a plan based on what the people need.
Thank you.
Okay,
over
thank
to
you.
I beg you, Prentice. Let's keep it that up because I want to ask a few questions on the national issues. So let's hear you, Roland.
Is that me?
Yeah, let's hear you. Bobby,
Thank you. Thank you. On the one way, I want to say, good evening.
Good evening.
Where you been? Almost 2 months now, 3 months now. We are not seeing you in the country. Where are you currently?
You haven't been seeing me in the country 2-3 months. I've been in the country. I just came to the US few days ago. I was in Cote d'Ivoire for ECOWAS meetings.
Yeah, here's my question. During the election, there are a lot of promises that you made to our people when you were campaigning with a message, no CP. And that message went wide in the district. And while going around with the message in the 78 towns and villages in Yahweh Mesnon, do Doru, you made a lot of promises. You talk about the construction of a radio station in Zuli. You talk about the construction of a guest house in Zwapli. You talk about giving $1 million loan to the door women. You talk about going to Doru.
Get to the question because we have time. I will
I just want to lay the basis and come out with a question, Chief.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, you talk about you going to Doru in Dobostan and ask the people in Dobostan to break the town hall down. You're going to build it in 2 weeks' time. Today, that town hall has not been built. Where are we with this development? Where are we?
Thank you. First of all, if you go back to, I noticed you named few places and you didn't stick to some of the core things that we've done. For example, what we're doing with the Mela Clinic. I noticed you didn't talk about that. I noticed you didn't talk about the fact that, you know, now in your hometown, we have, you know, in Gotown, we have networks there. I noticed you didn't talk about Volley school building. No. 1 second, I'm answering the question, please. Give me a chance, let me answer the question. I noticed you didn't talk about the fact that we did give $2 million last year to our women, and this year we've already given them over 500. I noticed you didn't talk about that. I noticed you didn't talk about some of the other things we've been doing in the district, like sending people to school. Like all of our students at Nima University, they're in school today. We pay their tuition. We supported them. I noticed you didn't talk about that, but let's get to the issue. We didn't tell the people in Dobostan to break down the town hall. If you go back to the videos of where we decided to build the town hall, it was supposed to be on the road. That was the place we were supposed to build the town hall. The entire people in Dobostan know about this, by the way. Everybody in Dobostan know about it. They decided that they will go back to the old town hall place and then break it down so that we can build it. And when we give the person the contract to build the town hall, we have major challenges with that person. I stopped the project because our cement was being stolen, because some things were getting missing. We decided to stop a little bit and take a stock of what we're doing to get another contractor. And what I came up with was this. I told the people in Dobostan, I was just in Dobostan. I slept in Dobostan this year. This year, I slept in Dobostan. I went to Dobostan, I slept there. And I told the people in Dobostan, I said to them, this town hall we're building here, again, we have issues with this town hall, but this town hall will be built with between this year and next year. By the end of this year, hopefully, we'll reach to a certain level. Let me also remind everybody that development doesn't take place in a day. Development is progress. It's progress. Small progress. Small progress. It's not instant. No one will say, and nobody will tell you, town will say, in 2 weeks' time we'll build a town hall. That doesn't even sound like me. That's unrealistic. But the focus is, can we build those town halls? Can we build the Mela? Can we complete the Mela Clinic? Have we been making progress towards that? Yes. Ask Alex Vola, ask the people in Mela, the Mesnon people. Have we been making progress in Volley? Yes, we have. Have we been making progress on infrastructure where we hire a yellow machine last year to grid roads? Yes, we have. Have we been making progress with education? Yes, we have. So when you look at development, it's really about the progress we are making every single day and what we are doing to make sure we push that level a little bit further. It's not going to be in a day. Yes, we campaign on the fact that our people's life will be better. And when you go to those towns, even in Glaze up here, even in Zikepa, where the former representative came from, you go there today, these women celebrate the fact that for the first time in their life, they got money in their hands to be doing some businesses. Have we made a lot of progress completely? We're making progress every single day because we're doing something almost every single day. Now, let me say this to everybody so they understand this. The thing that's happening in Bidoro will not be seen by the people in Yawamesno. The things that are happening in Do will not be seen by the people in Bidoro. The things that are happening in Yawamesno will not be seen by the people. If you look at some of the ways how we're giving people businesses in our district, right? Some people will come and say, oh, the chief did it 1 year for somebody else. They say, oh, but why are you not talking about it? So these are the things we're doing. So our district is very large, and we have a plan, and we're going by that plan. We will not be able to do every single thing. That we will not be able to do. I can't even lie to anybody to tell everybody that we'll do everything. But what we put in the plan that we say we're going to do is what we're doing.
Thank you, Honorable Ta. Thank you so much. For the national issues, I beg you guys, target.
No, we have to jump in.
Can I ask my second question?
I have to jump.
No. We got to hold you there, Roland.
Having, you know, I told you about this.
Yeah, for national issue, we only take DK.
I really, I know this. I wanted this to be long. I mean, we've gone over. I literally had to push my meeting behind because he told me 1 hour.
Yeah.
Every 2 hours.
Yeah. So, I beg you.
Give me 1 minute. Let me tell.
No.
I'll just give. I got only 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay. I beg you, for the sake of the show, let DK ask his one question to
you.
Yes.
No, John Tai is my brother. Yeah, asking for a parting comment. We can't push in that.
No.
Yeah, Tai is my brother.
Anyways,
so you can take the lead. You can do a parting comment. Time I said no, where we will fight.
No, before the man gets comment, before you get comment, let me just say on this platform, thank you so much for taking up your time. You know, you have a very busy schedule. I met with you, I talked to you very abruptly, you know, even as that you answered my call and you said, my brother, I will do everything to be on there. And that means a lot to us. On behalf of the platform, BKS family, Ty, I know again you've been doing a lot for us. I want to say thank you for making this possible, and we do look forward to hosting you in the future. You had a very great show, and you lay out everything that's supposed to be laid out, and that's the vision of this platform, to make sure that we have our lawmakers come here and answer the hard questions and be fair to our people. There's something that we really don't have in Nema County, as a matter of fact. So the vision for this, you being a businessman and an entrepreneur, you already know where I'm going with this. So I asked all of you, all the lawmakers, I reached out to all of you, and you were the last because I know you're my own brother. So again, thank you. Let's make this our own platform. We need your support to make this work for us. So thank you so much. We'll stop here, ask you for your partner comment. We're not going to keep you here for long.
Thank you.
Shout out to you, and then you can leave.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, giving us this opportunity, and thank you for creating this platform, Avi and team. DK, thank you, Prentice and Junior and Shadrach, Siawete, and Bobby, and everybody for making this show a success. Let me frame this as I leave. You know, District 9 is a district that is near and dear to my heart because of so many reasons.
I beg you. Let me just prompt in with this.
Okay.
District 9 is a very big district. Likewise, the other district, like district number 3, district 4, district 5. If there is a need to divide those big districts in Nema, will you support that?
I will support adding new districts, definitely in Nema County. Definitely, I will support that. So, but let me say this to you. When I took over, one of the things I'm thankful for is that I had a chance to communicate with the late Johnson Gueklo. I sat with him and he said, this plan you have for the district is a good plan. If you follow this plan, you'll really improve the district. He also said to me, and I want to acknowledge this because Uncle Gueklo did so much on the national level for our people. If you go to the House of Representatives today, his mark is all over there because he was the chair on Rules, Order, and Administration, right? So ROA, so Rule, Orders, and Administration, he did a lot of good things in there. But if you look at some of the district development that was, happening, we lagged because he was being a real, what we call a real lawmaker. I've been thinking about real lawmaker in the U.S. A real lawmaker in the U.S., you make laws, you improve this, you do these things, right? Mm-hmm. Lawmakers in Liberia, we have to support our people when someone has a baby. We have to be able to improve education. We have to improve road infrastructure. We have to do these things, right? And this is where I saw it. He said this to me. He said, some people will be upset with you. Some people will not like what you're doing, but do what you can do for our people. Mm. I'm so thankful that even if you look at, I'm talking about Edmond Bawi, who didn't support me when I ran. But Edmond today is my administrative assistant. He worked he supported Honorable Gueklo. But today he supports me and he's working with me because he sees the vision of us trying our best to change the district and improve the district. And then you have a situation where you have opposition who got defeated and will go online on social media, castigating and trying to create a situation that isn't just there. You know what I realized? Even Jesus Christ had opposition. Mm-hmm. Everybody got opposition. It will be opposition. Some people that should just be opposition, and they'll continue to be opposition. And we welcome their opposition. It will only make us stronger. Mm-hmm. But our focus will not be deterred. We'll focus on improving the lives of our people. Let me tell you a little secret, and then I'll go. I'll leave you guys. Let me tell you a little secret. Before leaving for ECOWAS, Abidjan, I have another meeting with ECOWAS in the next few weeks because we are on break. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you a little secret. 2 people visited me. There were people who didn't support me. Mm-hmm. They are from Dole. They said, Bibra, we didn't support you. And even when you took over, we were people who were in special chat room talking. Our whole job was to just be talking to make you look bad. Mm-hmm. Because we ain't got anything to do. We're not doing anything. But then what you're doing, the 2 hours we just be talking on social media. And you ain't paying attention to us. Myself too, I look at it, I feel ashamed because my Oma benefiting from the micro loan program. My other brother, I entered in Nima University, benefiting from you. I took a step and said, but why are we against what is doing? And they said, we'll continue to be there and we'll continue to be looking there, but we want you to sit down and not run in 2029. We're waiting. They'll be talking in chat room. We will go to the villages and stuff like that. These are words directly from opposition. You're saying that thing you about you're not running again. We will petition you. I made it clear to the people of District 9. But people, guess what? If the work I'm doing is about changing lives, I'm humble. I'm thankful. It's not going to come overnight. Rome was not built in a day. But I can guarantee you that the legacy we're trying to leave will leave that legacy. So thank you for having me. Talking about the radio station, we will be working. We already have our transceiver, already have our stuff for the radio station. We just got information from Zole earlier this year as to where the radio station should be. We're writing in Lone Star so that we can be able to have the radio station in to serve our people as well. So there are a lot of things we're doing, but we're not there talking. So I'll say thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to coming back. And thank you. Do not stop. This platform should be a platform that we should always come on. I promise you that I will promote this platform. I promise you that I will support this platform. And I promise you personally that anytime you call me to be on this platform, I'll be available to be on this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
sending
you so
our
much.
bill to you. We're sending our bill.
The man say letting you. The man letting you.
Take care. Bye.
That's how interviewing you.
So again, folks, that was the voice of Representative Ta Wumwe of District 9, Nema County, speaking to us this evening on a couple of issues ranging from District number 9 to some national issues and some issues in Nema County. Of course, you're listening to the Heat Hour here on BKS Television. We can relay on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Voice of Yahweh Menson in Zikepao. And of course, we also share on D9 TV. Liberia. Again, want to say thank you for following the show tonight. We are still here, always we're still here to give our post analysis about our guest appearance.
Try you bring our guys. Try you bring all our guys.
So we're going to bring everyone on here tonight. Bobby is here, but credible information says Bobby is an opposition to Ta Wumwe. But let's hear you, Bobby. Let's start with you first. Let's give you 2 minutes. What do you think of Ta Wumwe appearance tonight? Fair, what of politics?
Am I live?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me on the platform. I'm delighted to be on the platform tonight, and I think this is where our county unity begins. And I want to appreciate all of you guys for the invention. Look. Representative Wumwe is my representative for my district. If you've been following me, I've been one of those persons who have been raising issues with Representative Wumwe on the social media and on the radio. But this platform is a different platform. That's why some of the things are happening in the district. To put it forth, you got to be very much careful, because this is a professional platform that I respect. But what is happening in our district, it is frustrating, it is devastating, it is something that we cannot get over. It is disappointing. Look, Jian, go to the district.
Let me come in there. Let me come in there for a second. Mr. Tingma.
Yeah.
My name is Alvin. I'm the CEO of the platform. So, have you been following this show, or this is your first time, or because you saw?
I've been following the show. I've even been talking to CM brother Way, DK Way, to bring me on the show. I want to be part of this on the show. I've been talking to a lot of guys behind the scenes.
One second. The reason I asked that is, due to our first time having you, as a guest panelist, and then you come in and just going after the guests. You can tell there we are open to different ideology, different thoughts. Asking hard questions, but just coming and going after, because the first time, try to make yourself known to us, let the people know who you are, welcome the rest of the folks. But going after someone that is specifically from your district, and we have a way, we have rules and regulations on the platform. And I don't know if Junior shared that with you. So let me finish now. So we want to stay within the confines of the rules and regulations of the platform, as you express your thought and your disagreement and stuff like that with the honorable man. I just want to share that with you so you can have that in your toolbox as you express yourself and then make your point. Is that clear?
Okay, so I don't know what you say going after the guests. I don't know, but I think what I try to say is just to paint the picture to you on the show what is happening in our district, and I try to bring it to the public attention. But let me not go that way. Um, I listen to Representative One Way, my own representative for my district. Some of the things he said, you asked me to give an opinion, and I'm saying to you that go to the district now. The Yahweh Mesnon University Student Association doing honorary by administration. They used to receive 100,000 Liberian dollar every semester. The money not coming now on a regular scheme. They used to receive 50,000 every semester for financial aid. Today, Mr. Wongbe took over.
Bobby, are you so vocal about it? I come in DK. Are you really vocal about it, represented because you were a major contender? When I say you, I mean your father was a major contender to the honorable man doing his election. That's why you are so vocal to him, or you are saying this for the politics?
No, not at all. When the honorable took over, I placed a call to him, and he started to meet the first meeting he had. He said he cannot work with me as a person. He cannot work with Moses once here. He cannot work with Mango Way who are there today. So I'm willing to work with him, and out of the time, sometimes I give him my support. But what I'm saying is to see things happening that's supposed to happen in the district where it's not happening, I gotta say, hey, from the background I come from. On the thing where nobody got interest in that district to run. He had told me point blank, he had told the people of the district point blank that he will not contest in that district anymore.
So
thank you, Bobby.
Bobby, Junior, can you highlight the comment from Gonkati Dekpa so that we can clarify to Gonkati? So Bobby, okay, thank you for highlighting it. So Gonkati and the rest of the people, including Bobby, we don't suppress people's opinion here. You have been actually reaching out to me to come as a guest panelist, which is fine. But even people who have been appearing here regularly, we told them moving forward, we were going to bring them for post-analysis. All of them agree, and that has been it. So we are not suppressing anybody if you Gonkati. So because of that, Koga have been coming here. All the people who've been opposing Koga, they sat on the platform with Koga, which is fine. So like we have decided to keep building the Alvin said we are building. This is a new platform, and this is like a marketplace for Nima. We want to share ideas, disagreement, professional disagreement for Nima with our leader. We want to be professional, void of our own personal feelings. So we want to say welcome. There are other things that we have to look at after the show for all to rectify.
Yeah, DK, let me comment and let me address Konkati's comment, because I made a comment to Brother Bobby there. Like any institution, they have, I think people can follow, they have things that is set in place. We have our executive group chat, and we pinpoint topics that we're supposed to discuss, where everything we need to follow. And we have our major panelists on here. So our discussion was based on our panelists tonight. So for some reason, one of our panelists here in the executive group chat gave the link to Bobby. Bobby is not part of the major panelists. So he was not supposed to be on there when it came to the questioning part. Bobby was supposed to come on there later on as guest panelist to do the post analysis. So Gongati, if you listen to me, that's why I asked that question. So we are not censoring anyone here. It's just like any other institution, you have rules and regulations, you have guidelines. So Bobby, I don't want you to feel that way. It's not about censoring. I didn't want to say on here, but I had to say it to make it clear to our audience. We have our core group of hosts, or panelists that are privy to asking our guests and interviewing it. And then thereafter, we bring everyone else on there to ask. So Bobby was not informed about the lineup. You didn't have any idea what to ask, nothing, right? So you came on and you started asking a question. But if you were part of us and with our group and knew that the question was supposed to ask and everything, you wouldn't have asked those questions. You would have been in accordance with everything that was said. So it's not about censoring everyone. This platform is for everyone. Everyone who knows this platform, who knows this brand, who knows me, knows what we do. So it's not about censoring anyone. It's just about following the rules and regulations of our institution. So that's why I made that comment.
Thank you, CEO. Before we go to the rest of the panelists for their post analysis on the show, let's welcome Eda Ellis, Lord Dennis. Eda, welcome to the show this evening. We have to go for this break. When we come back, then we start the analysis discussion with Sia. We hear from Sia till we go to Prentice. Yeah, no Prentice will not say anything back. From there, we go to Shadrach and the rest of the panelists.
Addison on
ready, ooh, we ready, ooh, we
Studio 79.
Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to popo, popo, popo. Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to popo, popo, popo. Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to popo, popo, popo. Once I won't be in the time, opposition they can send to popo, popo, popo. We ready, ooh, 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 we ready, ooh.
If I know you are the body, I go tell my good is a daddy. Your teto bobo, all the opposition nigga loka globo, ne no denu kaka toto. Pape say get love for the people. Gonna go great, then one maga nuke. Kapaka pula kadia to fe.
Addison on
ready, ooh, we ready, ooh, we ready, ooh, we ready, ooh, we ready.
Studio 79.
Once I won't be in the time,
opposition they can tend to bobo, bobo, bobo. When time we in the time. I mean, yeah, man, it's a good piece of song. I like to say thank you to all of you for being here tonight. It's been a good show. You listen to Taiwan Way, representative of District 9, Nema County. I call him one of the handsome representatives, social representative of Nema County. The guy socializes with everybody, man. So you listen to him. We come into the analysis part of the show. This is something I'm going to introduce here from now onward. Any representative will bring here, we're going to play a song, whether it's in Gio, Imano. We're going to take break with your song before the analysis, at least so the people can know.
Can you please do that for us, for the representative elect of Muyao?
That ugly, man.
Talk, but not talk.
DK, you always love for Ellis to talk. Anyway, Ellis, that man our own man, so we got to pick on him a lot. He's our father now. He's our lawmaker. He's everything. He's the mentor. He's everything you think of. So we got to say everything about him, Yeah, but let's go. You see? DK, let's hear you. What's your take on today's
thank you. My take here, I will give it to Ta. For one reason, Ta came and Ta understand social media, Ta understand communication, Ta understand how to reach the people. So when Ta came, he contacted almost all the local radio stations in your district, so that at least everything he says here today, the people in your district will be able to hear him. And thankfully, one of his constituents and tear some of those things apart, which were good, you know. but we do that in front page Africa and all kind of thing that you can't tie feel. So those things, this agreement are the only thing we encourage everybody here is that do it with professionalism. You know, I want you to take time with our lawmaker elect. Yes, he's our leader now, so that take time with him.
Imagine John has not started to, say all the things about this guy.
No, John, don't make the lawmakers will do a first appearance here. He left and went to Radio Gompa.
So no, we will bring the lawmaker. While we were sitting here last night saying the man have been busy, you need to rest.
I know you can do the thing that to push people to come close to you. So Ellis, this is John and all of us here. You see, I want you to be careful. You see how Cedric's face? Every time you hit the guy, Cedric's whole life will change and his facial expression and everything. So, John, please be safe with Representative Koto elect. You know, I'm really want to be on Koto PRO. I want to work with building his image and everything. So those of you who are close to him, I'm very good at that. I can even use my Facebook page to do that, to promote him on behalf of our district. Whatever way we can help.
How much cost again?
So,
listen.
Unfortunately for me, Joseph Way was my candidate. Joseph Way was my candidate, and he lost. So we can't sit here.
Man, D. was my candidate.
So thank you. Let's go to our post, and I say, why the Koto people are laughing? Joseph Way was my candidate. Man, and the only thing I'll tell Joseph Way, don't contest again. You alone, it's too much for you alone. They can defeat one person like that. That they work for us.
So you mean it when men defeated him?
All right, when I come to you, I said it yesterday. If we having Shadrach here to defend Koto, we will drop you, Ellis.
Well, I'm defending Koto here. Why you hate people?
Go around the table. Thank you.
Listen, I got to say this. I'm the official spokesperson for Koto Quagri. If you guys don't know, I'm the official spokesperson. I work in our office. So let's get to you, Siawete. What do you make of the honorary appearance today? And on the show, let me tell you guys, before Siawete come in, the president, you got to be very, very careful with Siawete. The guy don't talk much, but he hit the issue to the head. And anybody who does things like that.
I'm about to leave. You know, Siawete have refused to eat communion. They come in Sunday because they beat Mekwa.
You see,
so all the inland people said they will not eat September communion. So the entire September communion, all the inlander from Booyah they have refused to eat the. What is that? Is that there's more? They have refused to not eat communion.
You didn't even know our doctrine. They want to put more.
October.
I said, you're not good doctrine. You can't leave your biological uncle and support Koto and say doctrine. That thing is not doctrine. So keep out of this thing we're saying here.
What you support Koto?
Yeah, you support Koto because the men came from.
Listen, gentlemen, I gotta give this news.
But man, that's what you say about leading Koto people. They can make a show like the radio station for Koto.
Before we go to Koto, Honorable Boris Balier had a press, let's say a press release.
My man, that deal with 13 for a big you. I get all the things to start today. That and the last time, see how we take go ahead. What's about eating communion on?
Thank you. You want join in the inland thing? I think we had to tutor you very well, DK.
Hey, mega inland baby.
Don't mind. Yeah, I mean it was a good show. You know, I know Bibiolata very well in his own, way he's trying to do well. You know what I understood from him, from his closing statement was the issue with her communication or a conversation with Dr. Kweklo, the late, peace be unto his ashes. When you are not going to the house, there are a lot of impressions. There are a lot of impressions that come, to you. Oh, you'll get this, you'll get that. And at the end of the day, like he admitted, Dr. Gueglo was one of the best representative DK that you know, and he was a stable Lazo. And if you are going to stay long on the show, I'm going to ask him the funny question, then why is it you want to, to remove Dr. Gueglo? But as it is, that's the beauty of democracy and politics as well. When he also talked about accountability, I follow on a one way very well during the election. He was one representative that when it comes to campaign, he didn't joke. When he get here, he makes sure what he want to achieve, and he achieve it from that point. So there were a lot of campaign promises that he made that I actually wanted to, ask him as to how far he's going with them. And one of the key ones asking to was the issue of farming, memorial school. That place, even when I was with the county, we did some work there, we clean the place and the market and what have you. But when he thought, I didn't actually ask him about building, but I wanted to know what was the problem because Dr. Gueglo, the school was a high school, and most time in the Doe region, gray is on the road. That's why when you go to the district number 9, when you go to the Doe side, we can be voting and they got what they call Doe blue and Doe queen. So gray is on the road, so they consider themselves to be city. So he from Gray now, under he watch, we see the school there. I just wanted to know a oversight as to why is current was and what's the key problem with the Vami Memorial School. That's actually what I wanted to understand. But on the overall, to be frank, Liberia lawmaking is very critical. In fact, to be a lawmaker. And tactically, you can understand that he got some disappointment, with expectation when you are going to the house and when you get there, and you meet up with some disappointment. But on the overall, they are our lawmakers. We are also their employers. So once they come to us, it's good that we put them on the spotlight because not everyone will get the opportunity to appear on the show. But it was a good show. He did well to come, like he said. Every time we invite him, we make a business to be here. And quite disappointingly, we could not really have that luxury of time with him today. But he did well. At least he appeared. He unveiled some of his projects in the district. He's doing his best. I know Edmond is a very good friend of mine. He also carry on the epilepsy, awareness, and it's good. But as we go on, we will listen to most of them to see how we can get developing story in the district. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you so much, Isiawete. Thank you very much for your analysis on the show tonight. Let's go to you, Shadrach. We're going to keep at Ellis for last minute and also see you. After Shadrach, we'll go to Prentice.
All right. Thank you, Junior. And thanks to everybody. I listened to Anruta. He had a very big ambition. But that's my problem, right? We all know with our own system of our constitution, it's not a function of lawmaker to undertake project, building school, hospital, roads, whatsoever, but it's their responsibility to bring the government to their need. For projects in the district, so it can be sustainable, it can be standardized. So what happened in Liberia, not in the district now for Onota, when people get into power as lawmaker because of public pressure and also impression for the public that they will not sustain, they venture into things that is not sustainable. And sometimes they leave power, they can't get the second thing or the second mandate for the people. The next minute come and see that idea as not good idea, and that place it become abandoned, it become public resources or wasting of public resources. We have many projects like that across the country that they started, they couldn't complete. And at the end of the day, when other public come, they end the story. Even on the national level, sometimes it happen in our national development plan with the government. So I think that lawmakers should start thinking about holding the government accountable, identifying projects in that district with the national government to initiate a project and start it for the national level. They can do some minor thing that they get control over with the community, helping women Doing that market business whatsoever like you talk about, it's not a bad idea. But to say I will bring yellow machine to the district, I will do the one, I will build a school or whatsoever, we have serious problem with that in the past. I was education for 10 years. I can assure you. Most of the school in your district, in your country, talk about say, government school going up in 19, it was not government property. No, sorry, government initiative. People just look at places on their own interests and put those schools in there, not up to government standard. Government had no plan for that school to put teachers there, but then start calling for government here and there. And government got school in that same community, trying to how to call it, build it to call it a quality or standard for children to go there. So the ambition is good. What I think is to transfer the ambition by calling the national government to do what is best for the district that he will take initiative. At the end of the day, when not complete, it becomes waste of resources. Thank you so much for the show. I love you. It did well. Let your ambition come to pass. God bless.
Thank you very much, Shadrach. Thank you for your analysis. Let's get to you, Prentice. This is your man, my man. I don't know what you can say again, but
Yeah.
you see, there is something about Liberian politics that I don't understand, especially when it comes to people like Prentice. Prentice is in position, but he support an opposition. I don't know why. I'm confused, Prentice.
I value relationship, and I think my relationship with people sometimes go beyond political party line. So even from the CDC, I got so many good friends. We will sit on table and we will talk, but when it comes to party affiliation, they with their institution, and I'm with the United Party, and I think that's how
Do
we
you have
help people
relationship with
see politics.
Billy?
If I have, no, I've never had personal relationship with Billy before 2023 election.
So can we initiate anything like that between you and Billy?
I would be open to it.
Thank you. I will reach out to you.
Okay. Yeah. So Junior and everybody, the conversation tonight was actually a very intriguing one. And I think Ty laid out so many plans. And this is one of the things that mostly affect I think the re-election of so many lawmakers that they not or they don't have the team to effectively communicate their activities to their constituents and the public in general. But at least we didn't have him for the length of time that we wanted because there were a wide range of issues we wanted to talk. But at least he talked about activities going on in his district. I know he has been widely mostly we're saying it like Brent Palance vote for a specific project in a district, which stormed the social media and people thought not much he's doing. He's just the guy who is talking, and beyond the talking, he's not having any impact across his district. He's not going to do everything, and no single lawmaker can do that. That's why you need a cooperation. And part of what I thought I would have heard from him tonight was how his office is working with the local county authority for them to do some of this work, because it can't be him alone. And there is something that the county has called the county and social development funds. The government provides the county development funds, and companies that MITA and other corporations within county provide the social development funds. So these funds should affect every part of the county. So it's not about which party you come from, but he's a representative of the people of District 9, and they are part of the county. But I didn't get to hear that. I don't know. Maybe I came on late or my internet was giving problem. But if and with that piece being missing, I think there's this coordination, this aspect of lack of coordination between his office. I would want to assume that until his office at some point in time can come to clear my mind on that, that there's this lack of cooperation between his office and the local county authority. Because I understand even scholarship, the local county authority has scholarship allotted for districts per district. 10,000 United States dollars since 2018, because that was 2018 when the caucus made a resolution to take the county scholarship from the local county authority to each of the 9 representative offices. So annually, there should be 10,000 United States dollars on the from the county and social development funds, which goes directly to supporting students' schooling to each district. So that's 90,000 United States dollars. So I really love that we would have had more time so that I can ask my good big brother and Tai Wongbe whether his office been utilizing that 10,000 United States dollars. How is it impacting the people? And if not, how can his office link students who need that opportunity to get that support from the local county authority? So it's a good platform, but again, that's why we're here sometimes to provide some of the information out there. And I want to say thanks to Ty. I know, like he said, most of the time, people out there, until from a very close range, then you come to understand the burden that being in the Liberian legislature brings. And I think Ty is facing his own. I really like how he getting a gray hair fast. And that's one thing I admire about him.
Thank you, Prentice. Thankfully, the girl from Maggie B now settled the girl from Kanta, so they're letting you kind of come on the show. See you, over to you. Let's hear you.
Yeah,
But see you,
when the CEO don't take him myself up and bring the people that are in the back. He been here for long.
Yeah, you can bring them on now. You bring them on. I got 2 minutes. And I still know you can bring Lee on. I think Lincoln is also in the back there too. You can bring them on.
The man from France? No, we can't bring Lincoln and Doma here. One of them had to drop.
Hey, boy, let me not tell you.
So why you always fighting DK? Lincoln in France are in Liberia. So why to organize the platform?
So for me, again, not talking more about the whole politics and stuff, and that's why I asked him if his expectation, because when we sit here, we envision things differently, right? We put on pen and paper and say, this is what I want to do. When I get there, I'll do this and stuff. And that's why I asked him if his expectation has been met, or if he has any form of like disappointment and things like that. Being someone who works in Liberia, I do a lot of work in Liberia. Most of you guys on here know I travel to Liberia every year with my little foundation and things like that. I know firsthand it's not easy to do things in Liberia. It's very difficult to undertake projects there, and you got to be very careful. And one thing that I learned from a little foundation is you gotta be careful when you got plans, project in place. Before you implement that project, you gotta be careful how to convey the message. You have to have your hands on it. You have to be in complete control of it before you get out there. I'll give good example. So when we were building the radio station in Butuo, good idea that came up, and instead of us working on the paperwork and getting things done first, I went over there and stood among the people there. Said, "Oh, we're about to build a radio station in Butuo." Huh? We built a structure. Now to get the whole contract and everything going on, it became complete war. I mean, it took us 3 years, right? And then between that time, people started questioning me, attacking me. I think DK and all of them on Facebook attacking me. Oh, you got to bring the people to radio station.
Can you take the man off?
He put an attack.
Yeah, you're attacking me. When you bring out radio station, the man promised to bring out radio station. He want to bring out radio station. It became very, 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 very embarrassing that I had to take 1 month of work.
You already
1 month of work, and then to go to Liberia and sacrifice before the late PYJ, my man Mark Bloom, and all the other leaders there to help me to complete that project and the radio station there today. So that's what I learned. You have to, it has to be something that you're ready to do before you get it out there, especially in Nima County. I don't know about the rest of Liberia, but in Nima County. But overall, I reached out to my brother of a very late, notice, and he accepted it. I think it was a good conversation. We had a really good conversation. You guys asked him hard questions, and he answered all of them. and it was more of a conversational, interview than that. So we look forward to bringing him back here, and we have other leaders of our county who have also agreed to come on here. So all of you on here, before I leave, Lee, I know you and I haven't interacted. The other guy, Bobby, everyone else, you guys are welcome. This is our platform, and we look forward to entertaining and asking our leaders questions and holding every one of them accountable. So thank you.
Thank you so much. BK, over to you.
CEO Gwenhuo.
Don't be that here, BK. Don't be that politics here.
Thank you to our panelists. Thank you for always coming. More especially those in Liberia. You guys are really making sacrifice. I know Prince State Network can be reading that they are not to even mention the LTA, man.
LTA, man,
yeah. So a printed network can be like that. Then what we will say about LTA, man. So thank you. Let's keep doing this. We appreciate this. I know we'll be going back for all the other people to be coming. They remain professional as much as possible, even when we disagreeing with guests, public officials.
Listen, BK, there is nobody I would not disagree with on this platform except Koto.
I agree. Why you do your thing? We can say that you're saying that your opinion, not our opinion. Yeah, you see the way having when Labrador he was struggling with the radio station. I don't want to go Labrador too. They have been struggling with my own thing. Lastly, I want us before I leave. Can we all ask you where are you currently?
That's a good question.
People tell about me, then go.
Listen,
enter the question in a few. I'll be reading it.
You're saying D at the back.
You're saying D at the back. Very good.
Go to the middle of the discussion. You got people at the back, bring them.
So where are you? That's the question. Where are you?
I'm in Liberia.
Exactly. I joined a group recently called 17 and Woo Engagement. Now, who group done that? Anyways, let's welcome the chief advisor to the representative elect Koto Quadro. Let's hear you, Ellis. Your opinion on Thai appearance today.
Oh, thank you. D way move from my inbox now. First of all, thank you. But CWT, I think Memphis will blame you for his defeat. You were on the platform. You were on a platform. He never wanted campaign for him. We were talking, our quarter team there, you were laughing at, you see the result? So the Digon not looking at you good right now. Anyway, I was not here when Ta was here, but I think I saw some desperation in Ta's first and maybe some disappointment. But I think Ta is doing good from what he said here tonight. I think he is doing good, and his appearance here, I think he has started campaigning for 2029. He makes some comment here or revelation here that the people have been receiving some district development funds, and I don't know whether it's true or not, but I think I want to believe him. And he is using that fund for development purposes. So he built a market house, school building. He have purchased some radio station equipment and everything like that. So and he seemed to be very knowledgeable on a law making thing. So I think Tai is good. I think he's good for his district and he's good for Yuma County. All the people there need to do is to work with him to make good out of whatever that he is receiving on their behalf. So I think it was good. Bringing him here, and I'm not sure whether he live here or he came from here to go to Liberia or whether he live in Liberia. But from what I heard from him, He talks like some other lawmaker we have here, and he is good. That is good. I think he will do better for his people. I know, opposition will be everywhere. My brother Bobby probably does not like him like that, but I think Bobby, you need to work with the big brother or the brother to do what he can do to deliver for his people and for y'all. When he feel, the district will fail. That's it. That's a battle line. And the kind of development I think you will get, you will not get it. So I think that being here was good for us and also for him and for his people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's hear you. I don't know. Mr. Lee Zuo. Is that Zuo? Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, I just want for me to greet everybody, especially Shaq. Shaq, how you doing? Brother Shadra, how you doing?
I'm okay, Lee. My man, welcome.
And I thank D2 for doing me a great job, sending me the link today. Guys, I really been following you all, but due to our personal schedule, I've not been able for me to join you guys. But most especially when it comes to post analysis, I will sometimes be joining so for all to share some idea. But I want for me to applaud you guys for the job well done. I follow you guys constantly doing the by-election. Every time when I'm at work and I put my Bluetooth in my ear, I follow you constantly. So I want for me to applaud you guys. I joined Thai lately, so I don't really catch much of him. What I catch was, I don't know, he was discussing the issue about Edmond Bawi. Edmond Bawi was an opposition force for him, and later on, Edmond is working in his office. And yeah, these things are not strange to us. When you win election, yeah, but you are for everybody. So it not matter that because somebody was opposition to you. So the only thing I catch lastly, because I joined you guys today late. So I want for me to applaud you guys for the job well done. I am a son from District 5, just for proper introduction.
Okay, which part of District 5 are you from?
I'm from Yale.
Okay, but you actually, I don't know, you are my brother-in-law. My big father married from Yale.
Who is he?
One tier one.
Oh, okay.
From your book.
Everybody going on.
Okay.
I said my big father.
Junior. Hello.
Listen, Sarah, Pretty want to bring problem on the show tonight.
I just want to say to 1 minute, please. Some also here today, not because Lee appear here, but the school that my father entered school in 1988, it was the Lee father, Mr. Richard Zuo, who opened our school because they by Kennedy after his daughter at the time. So in Bole.
I want to ask you a question. When last you been to Dampley?
Dampley?
Yeah.
The last one was 2018.
Yeah, they got the man in Liberia, but since 2018.
My method we are on there, we don't like to have people. I don't reach Dampley because Dampley is a quarter in Bole that you big baby go there. So more often, 2023 when I went there, I didn't reach Dampley. So as you lie here,
what are you afraid of Dampley?
No, amen. I think the quarter in Bode, even in Bode, almost in Dampley, but the Dampley except to walk down and go, in Dampley, they were about a 15 minute distance walk. But our basic, I couldn't go there. I won't lie to you. I went for purpose, I went for mission, I was on mission. So the schedule high was very tight to go Dampley. If I go there, I will not move there within 2 minutes because they were my Dampley late.
Thank you. Anyway, guys, it's been a good show tonight. We had a wonderful discussion again. I appreciate all of you for being here. Tomorrow we're going to be here, and let me see the lineup for tomorrow so I can give it to you guys. We will have on the show here tomorrow. 1 minute, very shortly before I made a mistake. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to have Honorable Tier 1 Glutia here tomorrow on our show. So we hope and pray that all of you be on time. Actually, we started the show for 2 hours and we 3 hours. Sometimes we go 3, sometimes we go 2 hours, 30 minutes. But again, it has been a good show tonight. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you.